Oh, mind if I join you?
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to hang around the starting area until the next race so that we can see more shots of them taking off, and I will close everything down until that happens. Okay, well, I'm still at the starting area. I grabbed a seat close to the EightsⅡ farmhouse, and I've woken my phone up now because people are beginning to gather for the next race, and you can see them manoeuvring in. So the crews to race in the next race are beginning to gather.
This is the blues crew next year, right?
Yeah. Probably stand about a job. Only today, then it's a Saturday.
So I think that must be. I think that's the 10-minute gun, if they have one.
I'll put it in. Did you get the white one? Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I'm back. That's I'm not sure which starting gun it was, but they'll announce the 5 minute in words anyway, I think, so I shouldn't miss anything. And more crews are assembling and straightening up near the bank now. And again, this is a woman's division, though I'm fairly sure that the cox that I saw in one of the boats was male.
It usually lasts until like the end of the race if I like reanimate them now.
Okay, we do have a little bit of river traffic, so this time it's a real one, honestly. One more race until pins.
And I'm going to get myself a position where I can see several crews approaching me after the starting gun is fired, because I think that's better than watching them from the back. That is Donington Bridge from the south side.
It actually does have one business.
Who was behind you? I didn't see.
And that will start 1 minute gun relatively shortly once they've done.
The 1 minute gun is coming.
What? Very loud. Yeah.
But we didn't have. No, we had.
Pretty good all the time. Red paint, nail.
So you can see how far successive crews are separated from one another. And there you can see, I presume that's a bung line, what the cox is holding. And you can see that each crew has its, I don't know what they call them officially, banksman perhaps. And then I saw somebody with senior umpire written on the back of their jacket. And of course everybody's heard of an umpire bat. It sucks your blood and then hands down a decision that throws you out of the race.
Rather than just dipping.
Queen Elizabeth II. This is probably as good a vantage point as any. I'll get a fair number of crews that way. Well, it looks rather busier further up near the bridge.
James, see the man with the distinctive walk coming over the bridge.
Ooh, that's an Ocado van delivering. It's one of the British online delivery services, probably delivering to the ISIS farmhouse.
Should have a minute gun very soon.
That's the minute gun.
In theory, yes. But if you... Oh, okay, well, let's say that crew there bumps this crew here.
And that's another race off, and now under Donington Bridge.
Can you see that? Oh, they put their hand up. They put their hand up. It's over. They bumped. Yeah, they bumped under the bridge. Yeah, that's why they scream. They're happy.
Ah, that's interesting. I didn't see that, but I heard him say that one of the crews under the bridge had put their hand up. Presumably signalling to whoever that they've either bumped or been bumped. I don't know which way it goes.
But from 1 to 2. Offiziell, aber eher 25 Minuten. Ich habe das in Ordnung, ich mag einfach die Aktivität, weil ich will nicht stationär bleiben. Also seid die Front eigentlich aus?
Well, he's got a handful of lenses.
Counting toothpicks.
It was never this crowd.
Yeah, you don't think that one. Yeah, no, I mean, you've got to go a little bit further. We're down by Donington Bridge at the moment. Yeah. Well, all the boats start from down here. Yeah, but the men's first eight, Speeders men's first eight, are in the first position. So they are near Donny Bridge. So, have you gone past the boathouse? No, exactly. You're kind of like. I'll give you a look.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Bing Bong. Bing Bong.
Abby!
I'm gonna go on the left side.
Right. So I block everyone else.
You're still drinking the Kim.
Oh God.
I've not got a new one.
Deary me.
Deary me.
Oh, and now I need to.
Now you
Now I need the toilet. The key for the toilet is invented.
my god, they're fighting. What are they doing?
Yeah, not the day to do it.
Have a look for the men's first day. Okay, green and gold.
This is the day to unite. It's like
Okay, bye. Thank you. You are?
Do you feel stiff from sitting on your phones? Can that move? I'd love to see it in action. This is whether we want to get a bit of a grassy bit. Yeah. Much more fine. My boa.
Yeah, he was got a bit on, you know. He's got a bit fed up.
Yeah, Hilders!
I'll go anywhere. I'll go anywhere for a nice drink.
I think M1, M2 is already wait on this.
It wasn't like in danger of being bumped or pumped.
Rowan, your proud girl, chat with the medics.
At this point.
She's ready to go.
Now the river is bending round and I'm at the south end of the gut.
6 months trying to. Did still decide to get an old hybrid.
Holland Park, darling, Holland Park.
Watch for an hour and 20 minutes.
Excuse me.
Yesterday at lunch.
Big fan of it.
So now I'm on Long Bridges, past just at the other end of the gut, and there's a load of people celebrating almost all the way up the riverbank from Donington Bridge. And I'm now coming back towards the boathouses. It's 4:45, which means that the next race will be in about 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, the girls.
You know that. Thank you. It was lovely having you.
Crowd control as we try to get this show.
I heard him asking for a bit of crowd control. Trying to get a boat out. And one in.
Can you put it at timer? Instead of
Awesome. We got family in Mexico. You won't want some of the paddy
I can see onto both of them.
Yeah, blocking nearly after 2 hours.
Sorry, excuse me.
No, I'll see you later.
Yeah, Uni! That's on. That's there too.
Kieran.
Albert.
Oh yeah, no, it's just more that like there's so much.
Which rule you think we have misapplied?
I don't really know.
I don't know what they thought exactly was going to happen.
I'm here to, Georgia, I'm hanging up on you.
He lived in
Paradise.
Now I'm back at the boathouses, and the race is probably completely over, and all the bumps that are going to happen in it have happened. So they'll know the ordering now and be congratulating those nearer the top or who have bumped. That's what all the screaming would have been about.
What a look. Usually.
Why would you have a light?
And then, beginning of April, we have been talking like, you know, once per month, let's say. So I was basically doing this there. I was acting like this there. Anyways, he sends me, you tried,
Sorry.
And they're offering river crossings so that you don't have to go right round via the street to get to the boathouses on the other side. So it's the first time I've seen a ferry in operation on the Thames for some time, but they do this every year.
This is an announcement for Paracraft. If you could use the channel in the middle of the river, that is Paracraft, please use the channel in the middle of the river. Thank you.
It's supposed to be pink.
That's St. Peter's, the cross keys, green and gold. I'm not sure what the red and black is.
I mean,
think that's St Edmund's Hall.
That's so unfortunate. Yeah, not bad. Got loads of space up here.
On weekend. Weekends, yeah, but I feel people will get upset. Drinks or snacks or like music, stuff like that. Just something like 4 hours, final exam, third year undergrad.
He is debilging his boat or something.
Just so you know, I'm going to the back of the line. It's like the undergrad MBA people. Oh, it's only the undergrad. Which is our undergrad?
Oh, amazing.
Lovable, affable guy.
Oh, wow! Stayed there for like 10 days or so. Now here, and then, yes, my determined plans, like next month in Europe, and maybe US. What? Some rates, sorry.
Do them up to a point where they could be solved.
Now, that was a fairly fast walk back to Folly Bridge because I want to leave enough battery life to try to get to the boathouses on the other side. I'm not taking the ferry. I'm going to go over Folly Bridge, down the street a little way, or up the street, I think. And I think there should be a footpath entrance behind the head of the river. You never quite know with Christchurch because they like to close things off. As I've remarked in previous videos, the colleges generally like to do that nowadays. If that path isn't open, I'll have to go the long way round via the Memorial Gardens, by the bus stops. The path I'm talking about is that one, where the people are. Magical side stream. So now I'm on St Aldate's and on Folly Bridge. Saltus. And I'm grasping my handle very tightly so it doesn't fall into the water. Ah yes, I can see people there and they're obviously trying to get through, so that's good. I do remember it being very clogged when I'd used it on previous occasions, but at least it looks open. And this will be, although it's not the main point of the video, it'll also be a new route to show for the walking.
Walk down there and then go back up.
And I presume it's round here.
I'm in Newcastle.
So this is Hertford College accommodation. I do hope they haven't installed a toll gate. And I have to say, what would be really useful on a day like this is if the head of the river were to install a little sort of supplementary bar through that back door so that we could just buy a pint on while waiting. Or 2 pints, or 3. I won't have to suffer this on the way back though, because there's a much easier route up the parade to Christchurch and then back out onto the street.
Right, on that note, I might just go back to
You're going to go that side. This is where the start No, they must have suspended people that know what's going on. Because this phase is the race where it's shooting down to the start, and then it's So you can get them, do they have ones that you can bring guests or can bring guests
I'm just going to climb the fence, I'll be honest, if that's alright. It's that or a very long queue. I'm just going to climb the fence, guys, I'm sorry.
Let's watch this. Oh, very good.
A lot of practice. I feel like after every summer race we get locked out through this game.
You were saying that he gets locked out a lot, so he's practiced.
Come on, chum.
Right, so now I'm here and there and I want to be here, and that is the parade down to Boathouse Island, or actually down to the side of Christchurch Meadow that leads to Boathouse Island. You'll see Christchurch in a minute when I turn round. You can't see it actually because I'm a little bit too far away and a little bit too many trees in the way, but Christchurch is there beyond the trees. You can now see why those ferry operators thought it worthwhile setting up a ferry across the river with the amount of time it's just taken me to get across. So in these videos, I haven't been on this side of the river before. That's the bridge that I come over to get onto the side of the river that I normally use. And here, from rather further away than normal, are the various residential boats that are moored. I've always thought those things would look quite splendid even if you're not taking a degree, and Primark ought to sell them just as something nice and colourful and comfortable to wear.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, I think there is a like that.
Yes,
I think down there.
In like Appalachia.
Well, like I say, I was in.
I want it to be like in charge. And I did really want it.
Michael Chen.
And that's it. Oh, really? So there are no
Yeah, I did know that. Yeah, I think that's
Still have both out in our colours.
Jacket and a white coat.
Now I'm going to cross the bridge that takes me to Boathouse Island. And Boathouse Island is an island. It's roughly triangular. On that side of it is Aston's Yacht off Iffley Road. And if Christchurch were a bit more generous, they would put in another bridge so that we could cross to EightsⅡ and get a more pleasant route to Iffley Road than we have at the moment, but they don't.
I was wondering why we had.
EightsⅡ.
And it is busy. There are probably more people in a smaller space here. Notice he was carrying strawberries, and the stuff in the bottle was probably Pim's. This is where Pim's comes into its own. Boat storage. Spectators. Pim's £4.50 each, 12 for 3.
Announcing an appeal in Women's Division 3. Could representatives from Unit 2, St Anthony's and Worcester please present themselves at the race desk as soon as possible. Thank you. Race time is 4:50, you're 20 minutes.
But I have to this call. I like this song. I'm not sure,
And there is ground behind the boat houses. It's not used for very much.
Beautiful pizza. Tell them you know me.
For me? Yeah. I think he was.
There's another bar. More Pims. And I was slightly wrong about the area behind. They are using at least part of it there.
We're making it sound great.
If you want to get a date while you're here, it's a good place. Yeah. Is that what the beer is?
That is the new building, the boathouse extension, that I watched from the other side of the river in one or two videos last year. I think one of them was September. I can see what I think is an erg in there.
Top 10 respect.
Well, that's a bit unfair. He's got a better one than me.
Stairs around the side.
I went to the right hand side.
to understand. Yeah.
Where are you actually from?
Paddle ball.
Day by day, I've been there with
Right, so that's what we do every single night.
Oh, there he is. I think these
I'm not sure what that arrangement is. That's the ferry service to back there. That's EightsⅡ, EightsⅡ, sorry. And it looks as though Oxford River cruisers are using this for something.
Well, I appreciate you turning up.
Yeah, it's like.
He was here earlier, but when they got crowded, to the
I mean, at this point, I'm also like,
Not at all.
okay, try to go there.
As I went, one of the man names from Hong Kong. Dude, I
Be fine, get enough.
are you going out tonight?
And your son.
As your starting gun for Women's Division 2 has been fired.
He's off.
Right, so this is the land behind the boathouses. And I can get back much more quickly by walking up here. And it's pretty wild back there, apart from one or two people urinating in the woods. So that's the back, I think that's the back of the last boathouse. That's boat storage. That's the path on the other side of that bit of river that goes round Christchurch Meadow and then back and comes out further down the high street.
I mean, that's just taking Pascal's wager to a whole new level. One of the stores in
And then you think,
And now I'm back. Well, there's the river, the Thames, and this is the parade back to Christchurch. Sorry, no, not quite. This is just the bankside path, and I'll finish in a minute. And I actually just heard somebody discussing Pascal's wager with his friend. Pascal's wager is the one that says that it's better to believe in God or to act as though you believe in God even if there isn't one than it is not to believe in God even if there is one, because one way you just waste a small amount of time spent in ritual, but the other you might end up in hell for eternity. And the better outcome is the wasted time on ritual. It's about 25 to 5, which means that they'll have fired the starting gun about 5 minutes ago. So that'll probably be the first boats from that race already having got almost as far as the head of the river. Shows how fast they travel. So this is me walking to the back of Christchurch, where I'll stop. And today I've shown the last day of Summer 8's, the celebrations, the path down to Donington Bridge and beyond where the races start. And then more celebrations across Thames Ferry and the boathouses on the other side, and a brief look at what's behind the boathouses.
Collège Edisa, il m'a dit si
See you. People go to the countryside.
And I've come back to my starting point in another way. I started in Trill Mill Court, and Trill Mill Court is named after an old stream, the Trill Mill stream. You don't see as much of that as the Castle Mill stream because it's largely underground. Christchurch had quite a bit of it put underground in I think the 18th century, late 18th century, because they thought that the miasma from it transmitted cholera. Lawrence of Arabia reputedly explored it when he was an undergraduate here and found a rotted punt with the skeleton of a Victorian undergraduate in it. But as I say, the stream used to run under Christchurch Meadow, and it still does in a hidden sort of way. And so I could be passing over it right now. In fact, I think there's a notice about it somewhere, a plaque. Not that one, though. No, I can't see any mention of it. And now I'm coming out somewhere that immortalises one of the most famous residents of Christchurch, and that's Lewis Carroll, author of the Alice books. A little way on the left, on the other side of the street, is the old sheep shop.
Yeah. It's definitely the first 5 minutes is tourism.
Yeah.
And that is the old sheep shop, so named because Lewis Carroll used it, and in the story the shopkeeper, at least part of the time, became a sheep. So this is me starting and ending near the Trillmill stream, and I've been showing off summer eights, boathouses, celebrations and pims. See you next time.